Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff, showing last year he believes Oregon can take it all the way this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Moore to throw. Here's a heat. Finds his man. Open space at the 25. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The Ducks want to move quickly. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Hill. Maybe some room here. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. He picks up a big game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Got room on the return. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Using his legs, it's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got the quick pass. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe. Everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Cobb. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Johnson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dante Moore. He's got him. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. He's going to let it go. Goes high to pull it in. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right in midfield.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to...
Open field on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Cobb. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. In the gun on third down, Moore. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Brown will throw it. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as his offense continues to show great patience.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Davison. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing more. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Moore will throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Northern Illinois looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Nimrod. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. more to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Davison. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moore. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type of game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Finding some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Quickly complete. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Brown will throw it. Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dante Moore. Right down the middle. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Maybe a crease. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Running inside, it's Hill. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Moore to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Moore from the gun on third down. Caught! First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. He'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Motion from the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Gets open down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. On the move, snags it, and he's open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the gun. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Auburn! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Fights off the defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Moore. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Brown will throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Final timeout called by the Tigers. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this. down play. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Quickly complete. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they could run it. They could play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand. And they go out to get the execution needed to win this game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. More to the air again. Takes the easy completion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the perimeter.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Brown wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.